Welcome back, and in our top business story, global agricultural production is expected to grow 1.5% a year on average over the coming decade, compared with annual growth of 2.1% between 2003 and 2012, according to a new report published by the OECD and FAO. Limited expansion of agricultural land, rising production costs, growing resource constraints and increasing environmental pressures are the main factors behind the trend. But the report argues that farm commodity supply should keep pace with global demand. The OECD FAO Agricultural Outlook 2013-2022 expects prices to remain above historical averages over the medium term for both crop and livestock products, due to a combination of slower production growth and stronger demand, including for biofuels. However, production shortfalls, price volatility, and trade disruption remain a threat to global food security. Presenting the joint report in Beijing, the OECD Secretary-General, Angel Gurria, was quoted as saying that the outlook for global agriculture is relatively bright, with strong demand, expanding trade and high prices. But this picture assumes continuing economic recovery. The HSBC Nasdaq Dubai US dollars to cook bond index for the UAE this week reversed moderate gains seen earlier this year, with total returns turning negative, down 0.5% this year. During all of 2012, the same index returned 15.1% in total. The sell-off has moved in line with a rout in US Treasuries late last month, after comments from the Fed chairman Ben Bernanke suggesting the Federal Reserve may begin tapering bond purchases, signalling an end to the policy known as quantitative easing. The Dubai government's 10-year bond yields have spiked 48.2 basis points to 4.398% since May 22nd, when Mr. Bernanke first discussed tapering. While Dubai's government was able to raise 10-year debt from bond markets at a lower rate than the Italian government in January this year, the Emirates' debts now yield 20 basis points more than Italy's. Bond yields move in the opposite direction from prices. Majid Al Futtaim Holding, the developer that operates more of the Emirates in Dubai, pulled back on a planned sale of subordinated perpetual bonds. Although last week, the Islamic Development Bank, which carries the strongest AAA credit rating from all three ratings agencies, sold $1 billion in a 5-year sukuk with a 1.535% semi-annual profit rate. Qatar's central bank also announced that it would sell 4 billion Qatari riyals worth of bonds and sukuk. Noor Islamic Bank has become the latest lender to target the UAE's growing number of small and medium-sized enterprises. The bank, controlled by Dubai's government, is looking to offer 5 billion dirhams worth of financing over the next 5 years. Considered the lifeblood of most economies, SMEs account for nearly 90% of companies in the UAE and provide about 85% of private sector employment. Last week, Doha Bank said that it had allocated 5.5 billion dirhams for corporates and SMEs in the Emirates, while Emirates Islamic Bank renewed its commitment to its SME program by offering special pricing for commercial vehicles and heavy machinery. According to reports in a local daily, the moves by the three banks come after calls made by the respective Department of Economic Development in Abu Dhabi and Dubai to support SMEs for development and jobs. Select car dealerships in Dubai are once again offering 100% financing on vehicle purchasing, available through them. While the UAE Central Bank have mandated a 20% down payment since May 2011, selected dealers are able to offer 100% financing through the use of consumer personal loans for the mandated 20%. According to a report in a local daily, Steve Faulkner, the managing director at Al Futtaim Finance, explains that as Al Futtaim Group has a consumer finance license, This allows Al Futtaim to provide a consumer personal loan along with the automotive loan as a part of our complete service solution, enabling customers to pay off the 20% down payment via instalments. He added that this is a regulated solution and meets all elements of the central bank's regulations. Another dealership, Arabian Automobiles Co., has had its 100% finance plan running for the last few months.